New reporting from Axios this morning. Former Defense Secretary Mark Esper says President Trump wanted to shoot demonstrators who were filling the streets around the White House following the murder of George Floyd. According to a new memoir out this morning, Esper says Trump asked, quote, "Can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something." Esper was fired by Trump after the 2020 election, and Esper will be our guest on Morning Joe next Tuesday morning for the new book.
Jonathan Lemire, this is something that we had heard while the protests were going on, that Donald Trump actually had wanted to shoot the protesters. We were just talking at the top of the show about the difference between Joe Biden and his approach to the press, not calling them enemies of the people, and Donald Trump, who not only called people the press enemies of the people, but wanted to send some to jail, threatened to send some to jail. And now, of course, you have here Donald Trump, because people protesting, asking his Secretary of Defense why they couldn't just shoot the protesters.
Yeah, we've had reports before that Trump asked this, but it certainly carries more weight coming from the former Secretary of Defense. I think it's important just to briefly reconstruct those days in late May, early June in 2020, where after George Floyd's death, there were protests across the country, including some big ones outside the White House in Lafayette Park there. And one night, and only one, did things get a little bit out of hand. And there was a fire at a church nearby. And that's when Trump and his family were put into the safe room, the emergency bunker in the White House. And part of what set Trump into a rage in the days following was that word got out that he had done that. And that's when he asked for more aggressive tactics against these protesters. And that's when he decided to take that ill-fated photo op, that walk from the White House through the park to the damaged church. And before he set foot outside the White House, that's when federal law enforcement, members of the military, cleared the park of then completely peaceful protesters, using rough tactics, including tear gas to do so, allowing Trump to walk over to the church and awkwardly hold up a Bible like he had never seen one before. And Esper and Milley were both part of the group, the entourage, was along with Attorney General Barr, who walked over there. But we now know, thanks to reporting, thanks to some of the books that have come out, that both Milley and Esper immediately had second thoughts, realized they wanted nothing to be there, and quickly walked away from the scene. Esper fired a short time later. I'm sure we'll have more revelations in his book when it arrives.
Yep, we look forward to having him on the show. It's just so depressing to recount all this.